Hello, Galina. I'm now recording. This is a testimonial interview. Okay, so the purpose of this testimonial interview, there are two purposes for it. One is for you to have a testimonial of your own transformation. Since we have already gone through the first half of your program in the emotional perspective journey, right? It's important to acknowledge your transformation for yourself. Right? So I'm going to be asking you some questions regarding that transformation, right? And as you acknowledge and validate what you've gone through, we'll bring that into awareness because now we're in the second half of your emotional perspective journey and into the manifestation and integration of your transformation, right? So, you ready?
Yes.
Okay. The second part, which is the second purpose of this, is that if at the end of this interview, you feel like it, you can pay it forward, and this testimonial, we can publish it. And this is for anyone that listens to your testimonial, right? They can see that there's a light at the end of the tunnel if they feel how you felt before and what transformation you've come into. Okay? For me, testimonials are sacred. It was a testimonial that actually changed my life and that showed me that whatever I was going through, there was a different possibility of what I had assumed could be, right? And at that moment, I didn't see it as possible. So being able to see someone else to go through something that you're going through and get out of it or transform it, right, is really so important. It can change someone's life. I know it saved mine. Okay. Okay. So here we go. So we've been working now for about 4 months, right? Four and something, 4 months and a half or so, right? What would you, of all the tools that we have used, that I have given you and that you have practiced, right? What do you think are what would you say are the ones that you've used the most and that have served you the most and that you still practice?
For me, the most is journaling.
Okay.
I always loved journaling, but I wasn't, no, I didn't love journaling. I knew it was so powerful, but I never had discipline to actually do it on a consistent basis. And now I'm doing it every single day, and this is amazing. This is really, really amazing. Yeah.
So this has been the most powerful tool that you have been
For
using?
me, yes. For me,
Okay.
journaling is
How has the journaling
just this
techniques,
20
how
minutes.
has these journaling techniques that we've been working with have been able to help you?
It gives me clarity, first of all. It gives me, puts me in a state of gratitude. Yeah, for me, lack of clarity has been a big block. And this gives me really sense of serenity and calmness and feeling of everything will be okay. And like I feel held when I'm doing this. Like I feel like universe is on my side always.
Beautiful. Excellent. Is there any other tool that you would say that you still practice since we began that has helped you?
Yes, I always go to, like twice a day, I always go to rebalancing my nervous system and gratitude practice every morning and every evening. And it really, really gives the purpose and the sense of my day and my life, basically. So my whole being is in this state of regulated nervous system and a gratitude.
Fantastic. Excellent. What would you say throughout these 3 to 4 months has been the biggest breakthrough for you?
Sense of calmness and certainty, like quiet certainty and confidence that everything will be okay. It's like I don't have to, less ups and downs.
Okay.
Most, yeah,
So do you feel less reactive as you were
exactly.
before, more proactive? Like you can choose actually which way, how to feel and what to act? What to feel and how
Yes,
to act, sorry.
I'm
Yes?
more, yeah, I'm more in control of my life, I guess, my emotions, of my feelings. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. Now let's go to the second set of questions, right?
Mhm.
This is the before and after. Okay.
Yes.
So how did you consider yourself to be before we started working? What was going on in your life that made you reach out, right? And so for us to work together, right? If you can describe that a little bit more.
I was reactive, sure. It was ups and downs. It was very imbalanced. And I didn't have any order in my life. It was chaotic. I knew what I needed to do. I just needed support so badly. And I was praying for support and manifesting you, basically. So I'm super grateful.
What was going on for you at that moment? What was happening? What were you reacting to most of the time?
Oh, my life is full of drama. Used to be, not anymore. Well, I'm taking care of my mom with dementia, of course. I'm in the middle of divorce. I'm I'm trying to put the proper words to that. I'm thriving with a series of chronic illness, not with, being diagnosed with chronic illness. And on a healing journey, basically. I'm on a healing journey. That's the best way to put it. And
Okay,
so it's been, yeah, it's been a journey. It's been an adventure. And you really person can benefit so much from support and from feeling of like you're not alone. It's immense. It's so important.
great. And what would you
Mhm.
say has transformed from being where you were that you just
Mhm.
described? And what was your experience throughout this 4 months? And where do you believe you're now?
I was able to see myself on them. I've been on this journey for 15 years and I've used all tools possible, but I guess I didn't have container, safe container, nurturing container that that allowed me to reach on the really deep level, really face my shadow. I don't know, really see me for who I am. And now with your help, I was able to transform my old stories. And I have don't have story. I'm present now. Like I don't identify myself with the old stories any longer. This is the biggest breakthrough, I think.
Fantastic. And what do you see coming for you now? What's how do you see your present? What's your vision now like, your purpose?
You know what? I already see myself in abundance. I already see myself in the state of grace and flow. And I'm just welcoming everything that comes my way without any judgment. Whatever comes, it's perfect. It doesn't have to be big, huge. It doesn't have to be something because I already have everything I need.
Fantastic. How has your relationship with your mother transformed or changed
Yeah,
by this new awareness?
it's probably the biggest illustration on the physical 3D level. When I started, my mom being in dementia, she's been really aggressive towards me to the point when it became violent. And to the point when I had to consider sending her to special assisted living because it wasn't safe any longer. Um, But now with the tools you provided and just with the state of being I am, and she basically, she's not violent towards me anymore. Yeah, we have ups and downs. Sometimes she's still aggressive towards me. But first of all, because I'm not reactive to her, you know, episodes. We both can manage them. I can manage them, she can manage them. Somehow it works. It's much calmer, it's much more manageable now.
Fantastic.
So it's much better.
Oh, that's great to
Yeah.
hear. And what would you say about your the
Mhm.
chronic illness? How you were managing before emotionally your chronic illness and today? Has anything changed from that, and what
You
do you
know,
think has?
yeah, I didn't share it with you. Yesterday I had a huge breakthrough. It's really exciting. So I was diagnosed 15 and a half years ago with a brain tumor. And I was doing amazing. My whole theory was difference between being healed and cured. So I still have the tumor. It doesn't affect me besides fatigue, but according to MRI, it should really affect me, but it doesn't. So I'm blessed, and it's there. And I kind of made peace with tumor being in my head and living with it all the time. And I don't feel fear, but it's still there, really deep, really, really deep. And yesterday, what occurred to me, you know what? I don't have to settle for that. Once I step fully into my purpose of sharing my story and helping others, my life will be so full, there would be no more reason for the tumor to be there. And I can actually finish the story of holding this tumor, because the story was that it's impossible. I'm a scientist by education, by background. And for me, just the tumor is so huge, and my analytical mind would prevent me from believing it's possible to just lose it, just dissolve it. And yesterday it just occurred to me, you know what? If the tumor doesn't have any purpose any longer, if I'm fully embracing and expressing and expanding my purpose here, then it won't have any purpose any longer. Then it will disappear. When doesn't matter, how doesn't matter. I allowed myself to believe it. So this is huge. Basically, I'm not in the fear any longer, even though I wasn't aware of the fear. Fears was still there, but now it's like, you know what? It's good. It's really feels
Fantastic.
really good.
This is
Yeah.
amazing that you're sharing this with me, because I believe that one of the things that we worked the most around was shifting, going from relief to transformation, right?
Mhm.
That need
Mhm.
to relieve and to call for the attention of others for you to feel
Mhm.
sustained,
Yeah.
and then jumping into a place where you feel sustained by yourself, and then you
Mhm.
can share freely, right? Like, you don't need to call for the attention anymore, but now you can contribute with your attention. Would you
Yeah.
like to elaborate on that, on the before and after of that? I think that is, as a coach, for me, it has been one of the most wonderful journeys to witness your transformation in that side. How you were so attached to feeling a relief, and by that relief, calling for the attention for people to come to save you because of course, the traumas, etc., that happened in your life before, right? To
Mhm.
what I see now, which is an empowered person that has been able to now hold her own attention and appreciate it. And from that appreciation, then contribute with her own attention to what she wants to do in life. I think that has been, for me as a coach, amazing to witness. It's really a privilege. Would you like to elaborate on that?
Yes, yes, yes. You're right. This was huge. Just realization that so much of my life was led by attempt to relieve. Yeah. And now I don't need this any longer. Like, my light is enough. My inner light is more than enough. I don't have the addiction to external validation any longer. And it feels so liberating and I feel so empowered now. And I thought I was before, but I wasn't. You know, you really need to be in the different state to realize.
Like you're not looking
where
for
you
validation anymore outside of yourself, right?
I'm not looking for validation anymore. It's really nice state of being, peaceful, whole, kind of, I don't care any longer. It's
Well, you
like
care,
something
but you care, but for your inner self, right?
inner self. It's like you know, I just yesterday I got excited because there was some opportunities that came my way. I got excited about them. I even shared with my family about them. But then today it turned out it wasn't gonna work. And it's like, I'm still so grateful. I'm actually excited that they didn't work because I really didn't have time for them. But I'm in the state that I'm happy. Whatever happens outside, I'm still happy because I have myself and I know that I'm on the path. And this is just so perfect, everything that comes. And you know what, another thing I need to share. I realized how bad it I knew I had some degree of orthorexia, which is the fear of not eating healthy, of not breathing healthy, not being healthy enough. I recently realized that it was actually more for me than I thought. And yesterday, and then today, I allowed myself to eat stuff that I would never allow myself to eat. And here I am, still safe. So like I'm stepping into them, like my vibrations are so high, I don't need this any longer. Feeling that I need to be in control all the time. Basically fear-based mentality. So I feel like I'm safe no matter what. Like physical is really, even though I've been teaching it for a long time, that physical is not as important as energetic, spiritual, and so forth. But I was still afraid to walk my talk, and I realized that now I'm not. It's actually I'm doing it now.
Yay! This is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
This is really, really fantastic. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for this privilege, really, to witness your transformation and work with you for this past 4 months has been really amazing. Really, really amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so grateful for you.
Is there anything that you would like to add to that transformation that you're aware of that you believe is important?
This is the biggest gift. If somebody is gonna listen to this interview, if you can give yourself this gift, it's so much more important than anything else you can do in life. Just do it. There is always, like, there is no tomorrow. Tomorrow it's not guaranteed. Like, do it today because you deserve to live today. You deserve to live fully, and you don't realize that you are not living 100% unless you are already there. You think you are, but most of us are settling something for less than optimum, and you deserve to live 100%, 200%, 300%. You deserve to be vital. Yeah. So just do it for yourself.
Amazing. Amazing. Thank you so much, Galina. And last,
Yeah.
if you were to recommend this path that you've been through in this emotional perspective journey to someone, who would you specifically recommend this to and why?
Well, in general, everybody needs it, but I think people who are ready to take responsibility for their life, for their happiness, for their well-being, definitely this is the path, direct path. This is it. Even like, but you have to be ready and you have to commit and you have to really want it. So if you feel that you are ready to step up into your full potential, go for it.
Fantastic. Thank you. And do you feel this path has been hard? Or is there a
No,
transformation in paradigm there as well?
no, it's adventure, it's pleasurable, it's not hard. It's you have to commit, you have to do the work, but the work itself is so empowering and so elevating. So yeah, And it's like immense feeling to have support, to feel like you're not alone all the time. So this is such a privilege. And if you can't do that, do it. Thank you. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Galina. It's been a pleasure so far, and I can only show gratitude for what's coming, really.
Yeah, me too,
Because
excited.
as we're stepping, we're now 1 month into the manifestation of your transformation, right? And we're gonna probably start manifesting very soon. So I'm really excited to see, and I show a lot of gratitude for what's coming.
It's already there. We already manifesting. It's already there. Not everything is in the physical yet, but
Exactly.
yeah. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you so much for your testimonial, Galina. I am sure that anyone looking at this that is going through or has gone through something similar, that where you were and can see where you are now, will probably, just looking at this testimonial, will probably just open that window of light, at the end of the tunnel, saying that it's possible. And
Yes.
that can change your life completely. I know that it did for me in the moment. And if someone is looking at this and they find that light at the end of the tunnel, everything, absolutely everything is possible as soon as you make yourself available for it. And if I can help you with it, just don't hesitate to call me. I'll be glad to help. Or don't, but just know that it is possible to look at it from a different perspective. Whatever you're going through, it's possible
Thank
to
you.
look at it from a different perspective.
Always. Thank you. So appreciative of you.
Galina,
For this.
thank you so much.
Mhm.
Thank you so much for sharing your story. Thank you so much for sharing this testimonial. And I'm sure this testimonial I will send it to you. And I'm sure that it will also help you look back, right, into where you were, where you are. And when we do the second testimonial after your manifestation, I think this is going to be really important. It's important to know where we were, right? Keeps us humble
Yes.
to where we're going.
Thank you so
Excellent.
much.
Thank you for sharing, Alina.
Bye.
Bye-bye.